This is gonna be a good one. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, how can I even start this? Um, for years, when it comes to this universe here, there's been a lot of bad. There's been some good moments that became classic throughout the years, some in a good way, some in a bad way. And there's also been little tiny cute moments. But half of those over the years end up being kind of cringe in a way. So, how this came to be was I was on my high horse when it comes to making my Marvel Cinematic Universe, my DC Cinematic Universe. If you want to check that out, go ahead and watch that whole lineup of these of my DC universe and my Marvel universe. This one is specifically for the ladies because of the title, said title, but in my own way. So, fellas, sit back and relax as I remake Twilight, or some would even say fix Twilight. Now, obviously, this is different. Marvel and DC, those are based off of comic book characters. So you can really, they're more flexible. The story is more flexible. The characters are more flexible. You can make Iron Man a villain. You can make Batman a woman. You can do a black Captain America, etc., etc., etc. But obviously, when it comes to movie format, majority of the fan base is gonna want the original source material of those characters. So do with that as you will. But this one is not. It's not like a. It doesn't have a parallel universe. It doesn't have a what if idea. This is based off a book created from an author. So me doing this is again completely out of fun, completely out of me expanding my imagination. This is really kind of a testing ground because me, I'm more knowledgeable of comic books and superheroes and shit like that. This is not my field. Romance is not my field. Horror is not really my field. I just recently just got into horror movies I made about 3 years ago. So I've always been a DC Marvel guy, and then when it comes to anime, my favorite anime is Naruto Shippuden. We'll get off track. Let's go ahead and start the video. This is just gonna be one movie because it's a very long one. Because I really wanted to really tap into the story. Plus, I wanted to see how you guys would feel or how you gals will feel about this whole remake of Twilight. Let me know what you guys feel about this in the comic section below. Go ahead and get my personal story, Melanoid. I will leave that in the description down below. But other than that, let's get straight to it. The first movie, because Twilight series, I think it's five. I think it's actually 6 books. No, I think it's like 4 books, but they spread like the last one into like 2 movies. I could be wrong on that, but Twilight, is a lot more simple. That's why this one video is just gonna be surrounding just this one movie because again, it is a long one. So go ahead and get your popcorn, ladies, fellas. Stay with me, please. I got you. So I also did a little, fan casting. I really do think, like, if I were to bring out Twilight remake today, that's pretty much where I'm basing off of. I think he will pretty much make a good Edward. Not Edward. He will make a good Jasper. I'll let you know where I'm going with this. Just stay with me. Casting: Jasper, Bella, Alice, um, James, and Bella's father. These are pretty much like the main characters, the most important characters of the movie. I didn't want to cast like off-screen characters. I didn't want to cast any side characters. These are pretty much the most focused characters. These will be the names popped up on the credits, basically. So anytime I'm naming Jasper, anytime I'm naming Bella, anytime I'm naming Alice, anytime I'm naming James or Bella's father, picture these guys. Let's get straight to it. The movie introduces a young high school junior girl named Bella. Bella, who lives with her divorced father at his cabin next to the woods, only a few miles from the city. Bella is a quiet, stay to herself girl who's really into listening to music and drawing, specifically animals and nature. Early in the movie, it shows Bella's struggles of her being attached to her mom but forced to live with her father. There are moments that show it was her father's fault for ending the marriage, but is not confirmed yet. One day at school, Bella accidentally bumps into a senior student at lunch, causing them to spill their lunch on the floor. Bella notices that the boy was fast enough to at least catch her red apple. Was was only able to catch your apple, says the boy. I'm so sorry and thank you. It's my favorite fruit. They both apologize and catch each other's eyes. Bella also noticing his golden brown eyes reverting to a regular human brown eyes before Bella leaves in embarrassment in the bathroom, which leads into a scene when Bella cries after the moment, but really because she misses her mom. Later on, Bella bumps into a nerdy girl, Alice. They met in English, third period English, when Alice caught her drawing out of boredom. Alice confronts her because making excuse me, Alice confronts her by making a bad joke about spilling food. They too they they too hang out for the rest of the school, sharing interests. Bella's love for music matching Alice's love for video games. Bella shares her experience moving here and her dad divorcing her mom. Alice reveals to her that the boy she bumped into is named Jasper Cullen, a rich boy whose family comes from Iceland. As well, other rumors about him. Lives by himself in a condo, holds secret parties, and dated supermodels. After talking and walking Alice home after school, a car is seen driving off the road, about to hit Bella, while she listens to country music walking home on her headphones. Out of nowhere, Jasper jumps out in front of the car, hitting him, saving Bella. They catch eyes again. Bella, seeing his gold brown eyes, reverting back to regular, and before she knows it, Jasper is gone and a huge dent is seen in the car door. The driver hops out to check on Bella, which Bella remains in shock. The driver takes her home after she refuses to go to the hospital. The driver informs her father, which Bella tries to tell him what really happened, but he doesn't believe her and attempts to blame it on her living with him and going through puberty. Bella refuses to share it anymore, escaping to her room, leaving her dad regretting his misleading statements. After Bella cries into her pillow out of frustration and sadness, she calls her mom to rant, not only about Jasper, but about dad. Mom still withholds context to how and why they got divorced due to it being over the phone. After the call, Bella sneaks out of her home, and goes for a walk towards town with her drawing pad and headphones. As she wanders through the strip, and a group of guys catch her eyes, they go towards her, revealing their drunken uh, statesmen and attempts overly aggressing touching. A nice sports car pulls up, revealing it to be Jasper. I only say this once: walk away, and you'll still live. The group refuses and attacks Jasper. This is when Jasper exposes himself to be a vampire to Bella by moving faster than normal man, dodging their attacks, reappearing and disappearing. His 100 men strength overpowering and slicing limbs off. The whole time, Jasper's gold brown eyes shine in the moonlight. The fight is so brutal, Bella nearly falls to faint. After killing the last guy, Jasper catches Bella, picking her up and running deep into the woods. Jasper calming relaxes her, keeping her focused on his voice and eyes. Once Bella snaps out of it, she is frightened by Jasper and fearfully asks who and what is he. Jasper shares a story on how the first vampire spawned from nowhere in ancient Europe. His family, the Cullens, were the one were one of the world's first family of vampires. Now it is only him due to many decades of conflict and war. Bella asks Bella asks against who? Jasper says the humans and they call them Jasper says the humans, they call them the others. For the past 100 years, humans have forgotten vampires and created them as a folktale. Jasper tells her when he saw her for the first time at lunch, she was the first to see his true eyes since he first became a vampire, which was 1863, when he was turned by a vampire called Maria, who was creating her own army to conquer the land in the south. Jasper became a general in the brutal Southern Vampire Wars. 1844, born in Houston, Texas. 1861, joined the Confederate Army, eventually rising to the rank of major. 1848, Jasper left Southern Coven life behind and has been traveling the world, living different lives, always and forever alone. The rest of the movie is Bella and Jasper getting more and more close. Bella realizing Jasper is just as human as she is. Jasper shares history of her favorite songs and appreciates her passion and craft in the nuturistic art. Her new friend Alice is introduced to who Jasper really is. And unlike Bella, Alice actually finds Jasper's secrets to be cool and mysterious. The villain of the film is an old friend of Jasper who was a part of Maria's old army, James. James threatens Bella's life unless Jasper feeds on human blood again, pressuring him to rebuild Maria's army in her name. Jasper refuses, causing conflict between the two, leading to James's death. Jasper burning his body, but Bella gets hurt, bitten by James. Alex begs Jasper to save her, which Jasper sucks the venom from her arm, tasting human blood for the first time in decades. The movie ends with Bella and Jasper officially together, Bella accepting Jasper's dangerous past, believing he's more than how he was created. The end of the movie shows Bella's old hometown neighbor, who's now a new freshman at her new school, Jacob Black. Jasper telling her he's one of them. He is one of the others. And that is where we're going to end the film. How we liking this? I also just realized I haven't casted Jacob Black. So I'll probably throw in that cast for the next movie. If you guys want the next movie, let me know in the comment section and go ahead and like this up, guys, and share it to your girlfriends, share it to your girl cousins, share it to your sisters, share it to your aunties, or any Twilight fan. What you guys think? You feel like I fucked it up? Do you feel like I kind of, went too far? Do you think I'm not getting the actual meaning of the story? Y'all let me know. Now, the reason why I had to remove the Edward character and Jasper is because, to me, Jasper was probably had the best origin in the Twilight series of him being, during a time of Confederacy, being a Confederate vampire, and him falling in love with a vampire who was trying to build an army. Except, like, I just thought that shit was cool. I wanted to keep the Bella character name, just change the actress. Of course, I've recasted everybody because this movie takes place in the now. Because I really couldn't really think of any other female main character who grabs the audience like Bella does. But that's all I have for you guys today. Again, let me know. Go ahead and get your copy of Melanoid. I'll leave a link down below on Amazon. And if you're interested in my story building when it comes to Marvel and DC, go ahead and check those out. Y'all take it easy.